So, we're going to do this training video 80s movie style, or something. And this is me. My name is Madison Holden, and sometimes I train dogs. Sometimes I also wear clothing correctly, but apparently not on the day this was filmed. You'll have to forgive me. This here is Krasotka, which is Russian for beautiful girl. And yes, I have gotten it confirmed by two different people actually from Russia. The Google Translate was not trying to just give me the PC translation of hooker. Yeah, of course. That word definitely means, beautiful girl. Sure. Anyway, she's my service dog that I train myself, because that's apparently something you can do, surprisingly enough. Sometimes she even behaves for me. I want to pretend it's her personality when she doesn't listen, but we all know it's more likely user error. Womp womp. With us today, but not currently pictured, we also have Pierre, who I will let introduce himself.
Hey, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I had a long story with dog. One of the stories I'm going to tell you was a funny story when I was in Trinidad and Tobago, when I was studying for my bachelor. I had a dog called Mickey, that's her name. Mickey would often wake me up an hour before I had to be up. So I will put her in the bathroom with her food, water, and litter box. This routine didn't last long. One morning, when Mickey wanted to play fetch and I had an hour to sleep, into the bathroom she went. 7 o'clock a.m. clean. And I first started my coffee and tried to open the bathroom door. Mickey had locked me out. Somehow, she had pulled the drawer closer to the door open. I don't know how she did that. So, I was unable to open the door. I was frantic because I have to be ready for school. I went into the kitchen and got a knife and had to shimmy the door close with a knife. Now, looking back, it was so funny, that story that happened, because I missed the first class. So that's one reason. Whenever and wherever I have the opportunity to work with dogs, I do not hesitate. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you will enjoy the video that we prepare for you related to dog training. Thank you.
Okay, a couple quick things before we get started on actually learning how to train your problem child. First of all, treats. Getting your dog to want to listen to you is probably one of the biggest challenges. Sotka here is not hugely food motivated. Because of this, I'm not entirely convinced she's actually a dog. Either way, she will absolutely listen to me when I pull out a pack of hot dogs. Less than $1 for something I can boil up and cut into small chunks that will last me about a week. If I don't go totally ham on the training, sounds like a win to me. In these clips, however, I'm using something she doesn't get quite so excited about. Just regular dog food in a flavor she doesn't get normally. Working with your dog to find an exciting treat you can use when teaching them something new, as well as a different and not so exciting treat that can be used intermittently to continually reinforce the behavior, is all you really need. And remember, if the treat gets your dog way too excited, try something not so intense. It's totally okay. Work with your dog to find what works for them.
The second most important item you might need is a clicker. It's a cheap device that you can find online, on Amazon, eBay, etc. These are awesome for many reasons. With the clicker, you can associate the sound with a treat, and eventually it can be used in lieu of a treat when the dog is behaving the way you want them to behave. Remember, we are doing positive reinforcement training. And also, we must keep in mind that clicker training is not meant to completely replace the use of treats. You need to do the training with your dog in a quiet area without any distraction. Ideally, this training should be done when your dog is hungry. Let us imagine only having to carry around a piece of plastic and metal in your pocket. Instead of trying to figure out how to cut around a pocket full of hot dog, especially when your dog is smart enough to figure out when there is hot dog in your pocket or not, but clickers also will help your dog understand exactly the action you want them to perform. By performing the action exactly at completion with a certain sound, you not only keep your dog's attention, but you also let them know they are behaving well, and it is what you are looking for.
Finally, remember that dogs basically have the mental stamina of a 2-year-old. Everything is a new and exciting distraction. Start training them somewhere familiar and calm, maybe like your bedroom, before gradually increasing the level of distraction they're exposed to. Use the living room next, for example, before taking them to the backyard, before putting them on a leash in the front yard, before expecting them to listen when out on a walk. Training sessions can happen multiple times a day, but you shouldn't be training for more than about 10 minutes at a time. Think about how much you hate sitting in a class the whole time. And if you're watching this, you're probably older than 2. Or maybe you're just a really advanced 2-year-old. I guess that could be a thing. I don't know your life. But also remember that your dog is learning a new language as well. If you use words as commands, keep vocal inflections as well as your words consistent when you introduce them to something new. If you use hand signals, make sure your entire body looks the same each time. Gradually, with both verbal and hand signals, you can start to change it up so they begin to learn exactly what they should be specifically focusing on, but do so over time.
Most importantly, be patient with yourself and your dog and have fun.
Now, for the reason you're here. I hear you. Shut up about the treats and stuff already and tell me how to get my dog to listen.
To get your dog to listen, start by linking the clicker sound with one of these exciting level of treats. Just click, immediately give them a treat. It doesn't matter what you are doing right now. What you treat them is noise means something awesome is coming.
Next, you want to be able to get your dog's attention, maybe when you don't have the clicker handy. To do this, take a treat in between your thumb and forefinger, like so, and then hold it up to your nose. Treats are like magnets for dogs. They will watch that thing like a freaking hawk. They will look at the treat at your nose, and then they glance at your eyes and click. Exactly what you want. Do this a few times and then make the action without a treat. Made you look. You may have just tricked your dog into looking at you, but make sure to still click and treat, because that's exactly what you want.
Once you can have your dog attention, you can move on to sit. Just use the same concept of magnetic treats. You can do so much with it when you understand it. Stick a treat in your hands like so. Show it to the dog so they know it's there. And then, moving your hands slowly back over their head. They must follow the treat because they want the treat. And the butt is on the ground. Click and treat. Do some with the treat and some without the treat. But click and give them a treat regardless every time the butt is firmly planted on the ground. Soon enough, your dog will be squeaking like a paw anytime you use that hand signal.
And now for lay down. One quick note before I show you this one. Some people use the word down for a variety of things. Off the couch is down. Don't jump up on me is down. And lay down is also down. Make sure you have unique commands for each of these things if you choose to use vocal commands, so you don't completely confuse your poor dog.
For down, stick the treat firmly between your index and middle finger like this, and point those 2 fingers directly to the ground. Like literally less than 1 inch from the ground. Magnet tie again. Wait for it. You may try and get at the treat before the chest is completely on the ground. That is okay if they do not make off with it before they do what you ask. Once that chest is flat on the ground, click and treat. Again, do some with a treat and some without a treat. And slowly start to work your way up off the ground with the hand signal. Eventually, they will learn what you mean when you just flick your waist.
And now for the bonus round! We have 2 challenge moves you can attempt if you blew through focus, sit, and lay down, and want to challenge yourself and your dog further. The first is stand. Similar to lay down, put the treat firmly between the ends of your index and middle finger and hold it palm up in front of your dog's nose while they're in a sit, like demonstrated. Now pull the hand towards your chest and step back. They will want to follow the treat, and boom! They're up on all 4 legs. Click and treat. Repeat with and without treats in your hand.
The other challenge move is touch. To train this dog-friendly version of a fist bump, start with the treat similar to how you had it in down or stand. Just down closer to your palms, like sound. Bag your hand into a fist, with the treat just barely poking out between your fingers. Hold your hands out and wait for your dog to investigate the treat. Their nose will eventually make contact with your fingers, which is exactly what you want. Click and treat. Do a few with a treat and do some without the treat.
Touch can be used for a variety of reasons, but often it is used by service dogs to alert their handler to a potential problem. For example, Sotka will touch my hand when I have certain hormones spike, indicating that I'm about to have a panic attack. She will do this sometimes before I even fully realize I'm anxious. This allows me to try calming techniques to prevent the attack altogether, or just move to a safe space where I can have the attack without, freaking out everyone around me. Another way touch is used is to alert people around the dog's handler. So, if a service dog comes up without their handler and starts bumping you with their nose, know they aren't looking for a pet. They're looking for you to follow them because their person needs help, and they have chosen you to provide that help. While this training video is created to help Spay Arkansas, it is no way affiliated with them, and the views expressed within are not necessarily the views of the organization itself. If you learned something, though, please do consider clicking the link in the description to donate to Spay Arkansas and help them continue to serve both pets and strays with their low-cost spay and neuters, as well as tests and vaccinations. They also run a pet food pantry, which is currently helping those hit hardest by our crazy economic challenges, and therefore the organization is in constant need of dog and cat food, litter, puppy pads, as well as frontline gold. The address to ship or drop off these needed items is also in the description. If you want to see more training videos like this video, and comment what you would like to see in the future, more behavioral trainings, how to do fun tricks, or even how to train your dog to do service dog tasks, if you have something specific you want to learn, let us know. Maybe I'll actually even wear my shirt properly in the next video, but, probably not. Anyway, until next time.
And that's all for today. Thank you for your time. See you soon. Thank you.